Good morning, all. Welcome to a new topic of Indian economic development, globalization and its measures. So, in this topic, today we have to discuss about what is the meaning of globalization, what are the parameters of globalization, and what are the measures of globalization. Three topics. So, let us analyze one by one. First of all, let us analyze what is the meaning of this term globalization. When we study about globalization, we can see that globalization, it is an integration of one economy, integration of the economy of one country with the world economy. Integration, we mean we are making a relation, we are connecting that economy of that country with the economy of the other country. Means we know that integration, it is a matter of, it's not only in case of one's aspect. Integration, we can say with regards to technology, integration with regards to capital, integration with regards to information, integration with regards to goods and services, integration with regards to education also. So in each and every sector, we can see there is some sort of interdependence or integration in among the economies of the world. Those economies means they are coming under the consideration of new economic policy. That means they might have accepted this new economic policy. Okay. And second thing is that this is not an easy concept. It's a very complex phenomenon. So we cannot say simply globalization means opening the boundaries. So it's a little bit a comprehensive concept and is bringing confusion in the minds of the people. So we can say it is some sort of transforming the world towards the interdependence and integration. As I told you, transforming the world into interdependence and integration. So what is transforming? Yes, the country was not in that stage before. Now because of this new policy, they were transformed into a new aspects or a new area or new realm of their analysis. So means that in other terms we can say there is no boundary at all. Among the countries of the world, sorry, those who are there under this consideration, there is no boundaries. All boundaries. Boundaries, when we are analyzing boundary, we will study in macroeconomics, economic territory or boundaries of the nation. Normally in social science, we learn that boundaries means the political boundaries. Four boundaries: north, south, west and east. That is only the political boundary of the nation. But in economically, that is not only the boundary. Economic boundary means something is more than these political boundaries, political frontiers. That concept you will study in detail in macroeconomics. Okay. So, and I will give another episode of this one, analyzing the boundaries of the economy. No problem. Okay. Then second thing is that, so this interdependence and removal of the boundaries means all countries are coming as one unit, means one whole world. One whole world means that what all things are happening other countries also, we can say that that is a matter, okay, it's nearby only. Recently during this COVID-19 spreading season, when I talked to one of my cousin in India, she told me that she is a MBBS student in Russia, in one college there. Because of this spreading of this corona and all, her college also closed down and she is now in quarantine at her home, in her house. But now she came out from the quarantine period, 14 days over. That's why she came out. There is no corona cases at all. And when we talk about the classes, she told me that I am using, we are using some technology and our teachers are taking class from there and we are attending class. Means see that in education, it makes some interdependence or integration. So in her class, all the students, they may be sitting in different countries of the world. Sri Lanka, those students are from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and other places also, European countries also. They are, even if they are there, they are watching the class considering that their local time. See, the integration of knowledge. Such a way the globalization can provide such sort of, this is only one example, such sort of interconnections or interlink or connection between the countries of the world. Means all the boundaries might be removed. So next we are going to discuss about the parameters. How can we analyze these globalization? So when we analyze the parameters of this globalization, there are 4 parameters we can see that are seen there, but there are some dispute regarding the last parameter that we'll discuss afterwards. So first one is that reducing the trade barriers. First parameter is that, means how can we implement this one, or in other sense we can say the measures. So first one is that reducing the trade barriers of the nation, means in order to promote the domestic trade, almost all the countries, they have their own trade rules and regulations, trade policies. So in this trade policy, we have to make changes. Means we might have put some barriers for some goods, some products, some companies, and some sort of investments also, in order to protect the domestic industry, domestic investment, export promotion, and all. We might have kept our economy from the foreign products. So those all barriers should be removed. All the import duties should be removed, quota system should be removed, everything, such types of all restrictions should be removed from the trade. That is the one thing. So in that way, when we are allowing that one, it should permit, when we are removing the barriers, it should permit or it should allow free flow of goods and services across the countries, beyond the boundaries. That is the one parameter. Second thing is that free flow of capital between the countries of the world. Between the countries doesn't mean that all countries, those countries are coming under the purview of this globalization aspect. So free flow of capital. What is meant by free flow of capital? Yes. For the investment of this one, there should not be no such restriction. Means it promotes transfer of wealth from one country to the other country. So definitely we know that who are going to invest money? Only the developed countries, only the rich nations of the world. So such people can transfer their wealth from their country to their destination where they are going to start the industry or business. Got it now? And third point is that free flow of technology among the countries of the world or among the nations of the world. By free flow of technology, we mean, yes, definitely we should have to transfer the technology. When we are analyzing, we were using labor-intensive techniques of production and capital-intensive. So in such a techniques, even if capital-intensive technique, we should have to think about the advanced version. When we are using mobile also, we are thinking regarding the advanced version. Today, when I talk about with my students regarding these advanced versions of this one, they are totally more aware than our knowledge. That matter we have to agree. Because this 21st generation, these students are more advanced because the technical knowledge of these boys or the girls, they are too much because they are more than our expectation. So when a new mobile is coming, they are aware of that, what are the features and everything, what are the things, and whatever it is coming, a new car is coming to the market, the review might be conducted between them first. Then only we will be aware of such things. Is it? Anyway, so such a way the technology is coming, spreading all over the world, and from this technology, people are enjoying or obtaining the advantages of that also. That was the third point. And last one is that regarding this last parameter only dispute was there. Transfer of labor force or free movement of labor. So first one, reduction in the trade barriers. Second one, free flow of capital. Third one, free flow of technology. And last one, free flow of labor force. So free flow of labor force we mean, before globalization also, people might have reached in different countries of the world. There was no need of such a globalization for that matter. So that is why that matter is not the matter relating to this parameter. There is a dispute regarding this one because developed countries opposed. No, this is not correct. This labor matter. But other than these three, we can. So that's why transfer of labor means, movement of labor means that even if we are ignoring that factor, we can see there are other three parameters. One, the trade barriers means trade flows. Second one, capital, free flow of capital means capital parameter. And third one, technology. So using these three elements, we can say, considering these three matters and what are the impact of this one on the economy, we can say yes, these are the matters coming under the consideration of globalization. It's clear now? And next we are moving to the measures. What are the measures of globalization? The measures of other previous concept we discussed liberalization and privatization. The same like that we have measures of globalization also. Many measures are there. Means how this globalization we can implement or the nation can implement successfully there. That's the thing. So it is one side, it is a development of the nation. Other side, we have some negative impacts also. That we'll discuss at the end of this lesson. That I'll take one more class for you to analyze regarding what are the positive and negative impacts of this new economic policy. Okay, so before that, let us analyze what are the measures of globalization. When we think about the measures, we can see that there are 3, 4, 5 measures are there. Very important measures we will discuss here. I think first one is that increase in the equity level of foreign direct investment. So almost all the countries of the world, developed countries, are ready to invest money for the economic development of them and their nation. Is it? So means that the equity level of the foreign equity level should be increased, means that when we see that, when we analyze the recent trends, that in around 47 industries, 100% investment is allowed. Means that 100% investment means that that is a privatization. That industry is run by the foreign sector only, foreign companies only, foreign nation only. And in order to promote this matter, some other strategic change also we made in our country. Yeah, have you heard about Foreign Exchange Regulation Act? So regarding that act, when we are talking, there is a big topic, this one. It's not a small thing. For your simple understanding, I will tell you what is the difference between this Foreign Exchange Regulation Act and Foreign Exchange Management Act. Is it? For the smooth running of these new economic policy matters and all, if we are compelled to change the foreign exchange matter also. So foreign exchange, Fara, so we can call it as Foreign Exchange Regulation Act as Fara, F-E-R-A, F-E-R-A, Fara. Fara, it was enacted in India in the year 1973, I think. Yes, 1973. And that act, that Foreign Exchange Act, that is only for the controlling of the transfer of money or inflow of money in the country. Inflow and outflow of currency. And the second thing, the foreign exchange payments, such a way. And it's so totally only one act regarding the foreign currency transaction, inflow and all. And in order to transfer money during that period, means the people, the person, they have to get permission from RBI. Suppose you want to invest money in any other countries of the world, or if you want to buy property outside India, other than Indian areas, that is permission from RBI was required. Without the permission of RBI, you are not able to buy the properties anywhere. Or if you want to transfer money also, you have to get permission from RBI. Such a way the Fara Act was totally tough towards the individual. And citizenship, it is possible for the citizens only. Citizenship. So the citizens, and there are around, I think, 87 sections were there under this act. So when we study one or the other, so in summary we can say that it allows, means that Fara Act was there to control the foreign exchange matters of the nation. Is it clear now? While then, so that according to that matter, it is not possible to invest money and to do the things and all. So in accordance with the situations and requirement, our government they discussed this matter in the winter session of the parliament in the year 1978 and 79. Also in the budget, the discussion was there. And in 1999, I think, government implemented this new foreign exchange Management Act, FEMA, and it came into existence in the year 2000, June 1st, I think. Yes, 2000, June 1st, this FEMA Act came. What is the difference, you know? Too much, we can say in FEMA, some sort of liberalization happened. Yes, this we can say some liberalized policies only put up there in case of this FEMA Act. One thing is that it enforced all such kinds of these things for the people, for the external and internal trade. Means it became more easy for them. It is for the fulfillment of this foreign exchange matters and all. And foreign currency transfer and all. Everything it became easy, and it made easy for the people. It consists of only 49 sections only. Very simple, because no need of too much restrictions. That was the comment from the side of the government regarding this policy. Anyway, there is no such a civil offense like Fara in case of FEMA, and it became a free matter for the people. So that was the change. So Fara we change into FEMA. That is a drastic change in case of this globalization measures. First one. And second thing is that, the second matter is that regarding the measures of this globalization, we can see long-term trade policy. So, by what is meant by long-term trade policy, you know, all the trade matters should be set for a period of 5 years. Less than 5 years, it is not been accepted. So, 5 years trade matter should be given. So, in this regard, we can say that all the restrictions regarding the trade should be removed. There is no need such types of control should be there in trade. All the restrictions, all the company can compete each other, means an open competition should be maintained in the economy. And we should have to bar all the such kinds of restriction, means we have to, the barring of the goods should be removed. There is no need of any barring of the goods. Such a way, it should make free and open for all. That was the second measure of these. That is the second measure of globalization. When we are coming to the third one, we can see that restrictions on tariff. Yes, tariff and quota system were there. Fourth one is quota. So all these restrictions should be removed. So same like that, this Fara was very rigid in this matter. But FEMA is very flexible. Same like that, there is no need of such restrictions on tariff. Whatever the countries are there ready to export goods from there, and we are importing goods, let it be. We are not able to export anything, no need to export anything. So the countries those are having the capability to export goods, let them export. They are not able to do that one, no, don't do. That is the thing. And fourth point is that quota system, means quantitative restrictions. That point also already we discussed before. Means that there is no need of fixing quotas on the commodity. Any nation, they are able to produce more goods or the commodity, let them import and let them earn the benefit. And we will get the goods, foreign goods, and we can consume foreign goods. So make the market open. Don't keep any doors closed there against any commodities. So these are the things regarding the measures of this globalization. Let us sum up once again. Increasing the equity limit of the foreign investment, foreign direct investment. Second thing is the long-term trade policy. Third one is the restriction in tariff. And fourth one is that removal of quota and all. Thank you for watching my class. And this is the COVID-19 season. Don't go outside. Sit in your house. Stay at home. And let us break the chain. And thank you for watching my class.